Hello and welcome to another preview video, and this time we will have a look at Aledorn by NoEZ Games, and that's an old school hardcore RPG and it actually lists quite a few games as inspiration, like the Realms of Arkania titles, the Might and Magic titles, and also Betrayal at Krondor. And that basically means that, like with the later Might and Magic titles, it's a Blobber. You have a free movement system, not like in the early Might and Magic titles. You have a free movement system and you're controlling a whole party from the first-person perspective. Aledorn is actually in development for quite a while now, and for that I will quickly switch over to a Kickstarter page. And this project was actually funded in 2015, so 7 years ago already. You can see that I pledged €9 back then, dollars back then. And you might have seen that in here it's called Dungeons of Aledorn, while the game is now only called Aledorn. And this is because it's technically not the same game anymore. It's like the development team kind of split up, and the current developer, he knows who backed it, but he doesn't have access to the Kickstarter from back then anymore. Because I think, yeah, the last update it was like, I'm leaving team 21 or something. And still, if you pledged for the old Kickstarter project, you might not get the game automatically, but you can contact, and this was mentioned on Steam, you can contact the developer right in the forums once the game releases, and then you might get a key for the game from him. But we will have a look at the demo version now, which was actually released in the context of the Steam Next Fest. And even though the game is already in development for at least 7 years, because that's when the Kickstarter went live, but probably already much longer because they already showed some stuff on Kickstarter, right? The game is still in a very, very, very rough state. So just be warned, you can download the demo yourself if it's still available. I'm not sure until when it will be available. But yeah, you can have a look yourself, but just be warned, it's very rough. There's almost as much stuff not working as there is working. You also cannot save, as far as I know. The load save game button is grayed out. Maybe you have some weird option in the game to save, but I didn't see that yet. And yeah, we will just have a look. I will try and see what I can show you from the game. I mean, there were some very arbitrary things in the very beginning, showing some, well, you will see. So let's just jump into the game. Alright, so you can play on English, and this is also the standard language when you're starting up the game. We quickly go through the game settings, which is just the volume, and actually that's nice because it's not starting on the highest volume. It's starting on 5, and you can, I think, set it up to 9 or 10 or something, but there's not much more you can do here. And with that, we will start a new game. And we get into the loading screen. We've been ambushed! They are here! Save yourselves while you can! Pirates on board! When I come out, they'll know what to be afraid of, so we are in the dialogue. If you don't fight, I will kill you myself. And there's actually a skill check that might be interesting. Oh, what? Hiding? If you don't turn around now, I swear the worst will happen if you don't, yeah. So there are some pirates entering the ship, and our task is to escape. Alright, and you can... I will hide myself for now. So you can move around in the first person view, as I mentioned. You can interact in the game worlds. So the standard option is basically... well, not standard option, but you have the mouse here, and once you right click, you can you can look around. But you can also press the Alt key and then you switch into a kind of first-person shooter mode, discovery mode or whatever, where you don't have a cursor. But you also cannot easily enter out of that, so you should probably always go that route and then look around. So I already, this was like the first issue I had. I opened some options and I got stuck and I couldn't actually use any objects anymore, and with that it was kind of broken. As soon as I opened the map, however, it worked again. So in case this happens to you, just try to open the map. You can use the M hotkey and then it's working again. So we just take some items we find here. It's also an interesting option that you can actually search the room. Maybe you know, like Hero Quest or so, where you're drawing cards from a table, from a stack, to see what you find in the room. But in this case, you search the room and then you get like highlighted objects, which might be not so obvious. And in this case, we found some gear in here. We can switch around the characters here, and this one is actually crap, but we will take it anyways. So here you can see our glorious party. I don't think that's the right way to hold a bow, but alright. Okay, so with the character menu, I mean, you can see all the different character stats. Unfortunately, you have no idea what these are doing. I mean, besides of guesswork, because there's no tooltips for them. I also have no idea what these things are doing. There's no information about that either. It's not the characters, because you can switch the characters in here. You can see that this character has a strength of 13, and this is kind of important in a bit. You also have 3 different buttons in the top right, and this is some kind of skill system or something. I have no idea. Also not available in the demo version. I mean, you can switch between these different trees, so I guess this is like a skill tree. And here you can find the skills they have, which is basically just attack. And because he has a torch in his hand, he can also set on fire, throw light source, and torch attack. And you can drop them on here. Which is also something you might want to do. Also with this character, for example, he has a bow, even though he doesn't know how to hold it. You have a reload bow ability and ability to shoot the bow. And then the last one, that's actually a mage, and he has some magery stuff. So like this was earth stoning, unearth, dehydrate, and water bolt. And this is also interesting that there seem to be symbiosis then, like this water bolt is applying the soaked status to enemies, and you might know that from like the Divinity games, Divinity Original Sin games, but I think it's also like Wizard Wars or whatever. So this is our mage, and now we can have a look around here, but I will not loot each and everything here, but just something noteworthy here, because this might also be very confusing. There's this thing, a bandolier, which you can equip, and this is mana potion or something, and you cannot double click or anything to loot, so this is also something which they need to redo. Actually, I'm not holding a mouse button now, it's kind of sticky if you click into the frame. If you pick up this item, you cannot drop it into any place. If you want to drop it back, well, if you just picked it up, you have to drop it right where you got it from. If you put it like here, Well, this time I actually get it into inventory. Let's see in a bit. Can hide this beautiful hat. All right. Let's first go out of the door. And our first task is basically find a crowbar and use it on the jammed door. Alright. So we need to find a crowbar. And this was the first task where I used quite a bit of time on, because I was just searching everything up and down and I couldn't find this damn crowbar. There's another potion. Ah yeah, here. So I can only put it... Actually, can't put it back at all. But I can also drop it in... Ah, here it's going back in that thing. But sometimes, if you're dropping something in there, then it actually drops on the floor. So if you're wondering, I lost some item, then no, it's probably not vanished into thin air, but it's probably just dropped on the floor. Like if I do that now... Actually, well, I can drop it by putting it here. Then it's on the floor, and there is a bag which you can then loot again. However, I want to show this is some empty scroll which you can read, and then nothing happens. Sometimes, let's say here's some coins. Let's go get Now you might be wondering, where's this item now? And yeah, it's a bit strange. In this case, it's actually in this item. So you cannot click on this thing itself. You need to click on the plus, and then you can see the looted, or the item which was put in there. So just be aware of that as well. I was first thinking about, I think I got lockpicks or anything like that, and it was showing up here but nowhere in inventory, and I was looking for it, and yeah, that was a bit tricky. Alright, let's continue exploring. This one is locked as well. There's another door. So we can eat that stuff, but I will not just run around eating everything now. And this is also locked, but this door is open. And for some reason it's getting dark only on this side of the room. And we've got another thing. This is rations, and this is a candle. I think this might be the value, the 450, and the candle is super expensive. But I'm not sure. The ration... I mean, these are 7 coppers, which are worth 7. This would make kind of sense. Yeah. And it's important here that you actually don't move out again. You really need to look around in that room. And then you might find this crowbar, and this is what you need. And you should equip this character with a crowbar, because he or she has the highest strength, and there is one door which you can't actually open without the crowbar. So now, how do you open that? You click on the crowbar, then it changes the item, and then you can break the door. Now we've got 2 more chests, and actually you can break these as well. And there is a pirate vest and a Wojensky Natepinik or something like that, which we will also gladly take. And I have no idea what that is. Maybe some sleeve thing, journeyman stuff, and silver gobelin. I mean, we can just take it, but alright. Let's go away again. And there's another chest, which I also want to... Okay, there's actually a bookla. Okay, let's take that one. Alright. Yeah, but I wanted to show you something with the torch, which is kind of nice. So, we had this candle in here, and if you have the torch guy here, you can use this torch ability and then click on the candle, and then he says But if you click on here to activate the torch, then you can click on that again, then you can click on that, and then you can make it light up. Yeah, it's a bit complicated. Alright, then there's another one which is already lit up. Okay, the next challenge is, actually, I didn't want to do that. So in the opposite end there was also a door, and only this one character is able to open that. So I hope you have seen the message in the top left. Leave the ship, otherwise you might now try to kill the enemies, which is not going to work because these are like endless amount of enemies. I think they are spawning. So just ignore the enemies and run past them. So you can see this is a hex field combat thing. You can see the turn order in the top. Yes, the characters all look the same, but I hope this will change. You can pass the turn, or you can end the turn by pressing this arrow in the bottom right, or just by pressing the spacebar. And I will just run away here because there's not a whole lot use in doing the combat. I don't actually know. This character had 3 symbols. Well, you can see, I mean, the first one I think is stamina. The second one is hit points. Sometimes they're also not really... the third one, this one is actually mana. And I think our warrior guy, the third one, is probably rage or something, but I don't know. And for moving and for all actions, you use action points, which is kind of cool. And for reloading, for shooting with your bow, you need to click on the reload action and then on the character, which is unnecessarily complicated. And then you could use the shoot thing, which I don't have any points for anymore. So, yeah. Alright, so actually he can't get through. So let's just shoot then. So this is an enemy, I think. You can press the Alt key, then you can see who's friend and foe. So this time I will take this water bolt spell and just shoot. And then do that again. It will actually also show you where the character is moving in order to be able to shoot. Like if I wanted to hit this guy, he's telling me that he would need to move there and then shoot from there or something. So that's also nice. Let's kill him. And I mean, we can't do anything else. Maybe I could have waited. I'm not sure if you can skip and then... As I mentioned, you cannot save, so we can... Can you swap the position? No. Let's try this thing here. I'm not sure where the characters in the turn order now. Anyways, this guy is now active. So we go to this little door here, which you might also not see. So this is like 2 big things right at the start of the game, which you might miss. So the first thing is you really need to look out for this crowbar. Yes, I mean, if you're seeing this this preview now, it may look so obvious, but I can guarantee you that there will be players who will not be able to find that and just abandon the game again. And the second thing is, you need to know that you need to go towards that door, and this is the second batch of players who will leave the game already. So yeah, it's really not a great start, especially when you also can't save the game, and now you also have to go past that every time you want to look into the game. I think even in this state, I think I would have used a different opening. Just drop the player into the city, let him run around a bit, and I think that would have been much better. So... And with that, actually, automatically turn end. The music is quite good, actually. And also the flow of the combat is kind of nice. I mean, you kind of see all the issues. I mean, these are obvious, like all characters are looking the same, and the interface is pretty terrible. Also the animations, they look kind of, well, kind of very simple. But still, the flow of the combat, I think, is fine. Maybe it should still be a little bit quicker. Maybe it would be nice to have like a slider to increase the speed a bit. But this might also be due to the amount of enemies in this fight. And again, this might not have been the ideal starting point, because as a player you would also need to realize that these are unlimited enemies which you cannot win. So I think the classical entry into the game would have been better. Just have the party fight 3 wolves or something like that. That would have helped much more and get you right into the combat and try tactics or whatever. You have this fire, this torch, I mean wolves with fire and so on, yeah. Also, so there would have been better options. So now we kind of escaped the ship, and of course that means that we also lost all our equipment, but obviously only the main character. The other ones still have everything. But this means that, yeah, he doesn't have anything anymore, but because they kind of forgot to clear the other characters, we can now re-equip him. Well, he doesn't have trousers, but who needs trousers? He has a vest. That needs to be enough. And you got the sausage. Yes, fight with the sausage, please. Alright, so now we have the demo quest. Finish the all the quests in Lim. Lim is the city, and now we can ask about the harbor district, business district, and so on, right? Again, with the dialogue, you can click on the top part. You can click space key, but you cannot click into this thing. You need to click actually on these 3 points if you want to do that. So don't. This also needs to be changed, obviously. Just click on this top part or press space key. So I will actually buying supplies. This is just telling us where we can find stuff. Alright, so now we can actually explore the city and take some fishies. We can also see that we've got 140 of 1000 experience points now. So yeah, now let's have a look at the map. So this is the city, actually quite big. I don't know if you can get out of the city. I only played it once so far. I went into an inn. Are these all inns? I went into an inn a battle started and I lost, and that was it. Oh, there's a doggy. Didn't see the doggy before. Hi, doggy. Has a very abrupt movement. A farmer. Hello, farmer. Greetings. Who are you? Demo cook. I'm a special chef from the future and I cook ultra good meals. Cool. What will you cook for us? I can do 3 different burgers. Energy burger, stamina burger, and health burger. 1 energy burger, please. No problem. Bring me 50 coppers, 5 onions, 10 tomatoes, and 5 potatoes. Well, it's a pretty expensive burger. Maybe next time. You don't get anything from me. Let's have a look into the... so we can't go in there. Let's have a look into the journal. Leave the ship. Morning we were blah 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 blah. We had no choice but to jump overboard. The city of Lim was visible, but it's definitely a few miles away. Alright. We had to throw away all of our main character's possessions, not to be drowned. And then he just swam and the other ones, they used him as a boat. Alright. So we have leave the ship, that's completed. The demo quest. In this demo you are restricted only to the city of Lim, where you can find and complete up to 8 quests. Such a small taste of the amount of content that will be in the final version. Okay, unfortunately, so we can't leave the city. That would have been interesting, actually. I always like to see if you are moving from zone to zone on the world map or something like that, in the like in the Realms of Arkania games, or how this is working. So unfortunately, we will not see that. What is that? Not available in demo version. Okay. This is not showing. Okay. I think I went into the Pirates Tavern before, and there I was beaten up. And this combat took forever. Because they all just do 1 damage or so, and I think I killed my my allies, and well, let's say the combat didn't go too well. All right, there is a stave. Oh, who was that? Hello, guard. A guard can't talk. Can you talk? Nope. And if we want to leave the city? Nope. We can't. So, there are a couple of quests in the city, but we need to find them first. This is an inn. Let's go to the inn then. That Fish Inn. Oh, hello, Purple Elf. Senata, welcome. What can Senata do for you today? I'm here just for you. Is everything alright? You look exhausted and you're shaking all over. Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Her voice is shaking. You don't have to worry. So, are you interested? Ask for services? Well, since you ask, we'd like to use our services. How much will it cost? 20 silver coins for 1 number. I have 1 room available. Choose a character. I guess it's also not implemented yet, so... Senata. Ah. Yeah, I guess that's also not implemented yet. So this is a brothel or what? Okay. Jestibor. Now, a new guest at my inn. I'm always happy to welcome new drinkers. So what can Jestibor, that's me, do for you today? Good day, Jestibor. Well, we're new in town. What depends on your offer? Okay. Name of the pub. A group of sailors. Something to drink or eat. I mean, usually if I do a let's play, I would just read everything, but I will not do that now. Work. Okay, now this is a quest apparently. Do you happen to know of any work? We would need to earn a little extra money. Well, honestly, I would need to replenish my soup vegetable supplies, and some helping hand would be very much appreciated. What about you? Are you willing to bring me some vegetables? Of course! Ask about the rewards. I will buy those 50 tomatoes, 30 carrots, and 30 heads of cabbage from you, all for a full market price. Decent offer, right? for full market price. So he will give us the money back which we need to pay for the stuff or what. Anyways, let's try to go and plunder this tavern. Actually, we can't go to this store. Okay. Never mind then. Can we go there? Nope. Okay, let's go get some cabbage then. We are the cabbage warriors. What's that? Ah. Unfortunately, we don't have the torch anymore, so maybe we could just light that up otherwise. So yeah, with shift you can sprint. Okay, just let's have a look around, and there's like 3 guys. Hanik, guard 1 and guard 1. Okay. Now I would usually save the game now, but I can't, so let's just see what happens. Hello! Stop! Where do you think you're going? Well, we were just gonna keep walking down the street, but obviously there seems to be a problem. This road leads to the cemetery, and by order of the Honorable Mayor Mornock, it's closed until further notice. But I want to go there. Yeah, okay, we can't. I understood. Alright, so there's another door. Ah, these are just like these fence gates. Closed cemetery. Find out why the cemetery is closed. Ah. Closed cemetery. Optional, find out why the cemetery is closed. Get access to the cemetery. Huh. Okay, so maybe we can get there. Well, maybe we can get a few steps further, because then it's probably like... This is closed. Fence thingies, right? Maybe we can just steal some tomatoes. Yes. Not sure if I'm eating them. Not sure if that's what the tavern keeper had in mind when he sent us to get some cabbages and tomatoes. That's why he wants to pay us a market price. Because he knows that we just steal everything. A cat! Oh, and the cat is running away. Cool. Okay. What else do we have? We also have a time in the top right, so I guess there's also a night then. Hello guards. Can't talk. Hello. Nope. By the way, you can also jump by pressing space. I'm not sure if you can jump or so in Might and Magic. You certainly can't do it in Shadows over River. You can also press... Well, C is just centering you. With X you can also crouch. But there seems to be an invisible wall, so... Not available in demo version. Okay. There is storage. Oh! And we got some arrows for our arrow guy. Okay, it seems to be the max. And there's actually torches. So maybe we can just run around and light up all the lights in the city. What's that? A bun. Uh-huh. There. Okay. Oop. Why can't you activate that thing? Like, I want to I want to... Torch. This is also a weird thing. I'm not sure. Looks odd, but yeah. Set on fire. But looks like we can't set the torch on fire. Yeah, doesn't seem to work. No idea. Actually, let's try and go there and steal all the cabbage. Mine! Okay, then we can also try to hand in a quest. These are carrots though. And there's cabbage. Alright, so let's just throw away all the potatoes. And pick up some carrots. They just dropped everything in here. Who needs rations when you can have cabbage? There's also some weird stuff on the floor. Yeah, this is just stuff I dropped. And there are some arrows. I want to go to these arrows now. Let's see if we find anything there. Is this? Ah. Hello, my name is Kakan. We'd like to learn about the local guilds. What do we have here? New meat for the grinder. Welcome to the Frontiersman Guild. My name is Sovata and I lead this bunch. So ask what you're interested in. Ask for training. Can we learn something here? For an appropriate fee, of course. Okay. But we can't do anything. Guild membership. Yeah. We want to ask the join the guild. But we can't, okay. Benefits. Okay. Work. Perfect for beginners. Yes, details. We need to clear out a cellar in the old business district. With rats. Yes, obviously. Still working on it. Okay. Okay, now we need to find the old cellar. No idea where that's supposed to be. We have all the vegetables. It's Jestibor order. Now we have to do is deliver it. Okay. Collected vegetables to Jestibor. The innkeeper at that fish inn. Not sure where this is coming from now, but okay. Let's head over and hand in all the cabbage we've stolen. You right? Jestibor. Work? Yes. And do you already have the vegetables for me? Yes, I have, but how can I hand them in? Monarch the Mayor. Okay, now we can go to him. But I have no idea how to hand in the cabbages. Quest progress. Yeah, the quest seems to be a bit slow. And I think the cabbage thing is also kind of broken. Because previously it did say that I don't have the cabbage. Yeah. Okay. There's also an inn. Also not available. Okay. Then maybe not. Ah, yeah, there's also a quest board thing. There's several notes and advertisements. Something from the Frontiermen's Guilds. Okay. Earn extra money. Something about the cemetery. Unsafe. Some scribbles. The whole Senator's not worth it. She's a piece of shit these days. A waste of money. Okay. Thanks for the info. I mean, I was saying that we should go into the old district. Wizard's Guild. What? I missed that one. Let's go to the Wizard's Guild. Kind of missed that little building here. Okay. Oh. Looks impressive. Welcome, travelers, to Rod's Temple. Thank you for welcome about the gods. I'm not going to read everything here now. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yeah. We don't want to. Temple services. As much we can offer. Okay. We also have Prechozny Mosnoti or something. Maybe not. Shop. Consecrate weapon. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think that was also something. No, you couldn't do directly in Realms of Arkania, but you could go to a temple. Then you could offer some money and pray, and with some luck, your characters got like resurrected. A weapon was oh, another intruder of the beautiful silence, the living dead. Hodge was. Yeah, okay. Continue. Bribe first. Indeed, what can I do for you? History of the archipelago. Listen. Keep listening. Yeah. Keep listening. About the orcs. Study the books. Again. Okay. Thanks. Tschüss. Bye. Well, it's not like 12 hours pass, but... And who are you? Would you like to join us? No. Well, okay. That was the Mage's Guild. Maybe there was more, but I want to just quickly look around. Trade district. Oh, we can go to the trade district. Okay, so there is more zones. There's just the city. Nice. I mean, looks pretty much like the other one. There's an inn somewhere. What's that? Alchemist. Not available. Okay. Where's the door to that thing? Yeah. Not available. Not available. Well, not a whole lot going on here. Well, this looks important. Not available. Not available. Not available, not available, not available, not available, not available, not available. Well, trader seller, okay. That one? Nope. That one. Okay, let's do some fighting. Why can't I ignite the torch? Anyways, we see the rats. Let's kill the rats. Okay. Some hardcore combat. This time it doesn't show where I can actually shoot. Oh. Maybe I can't shoot at all. That does look like that. Huh. Okay. This looks weird. No action points left. Next. Yeah. I mean, combat also is kind of not working perfectly, but okay, so arrow. Let's see if we can shoot. Nope, but let's go there. And by the way, you can zoom around, scroll around here with WASD, and the rotating the camera is middle mouse button. So this has the conventions a bit, but you move by left clicking. And also here the ranged attack is not working at all, so I guess that there is either something broken or you just can't range attack rats for some reason. Maybe they're too tiny. This one works though. No, it doesn't. The rat is dead. And this is mother rat or something. It's a grey rat at least. And it looks like the game died. Yup, we are stuck. Actually, our characters have no turns anymore, and Mr. and Mrs. Rat are not doing anything anymore. Alright, well, the combat is stuck, so I guess we call it a day. Please let me know in the comments what you think about the game. Do you think there's any hopes? Maybe they are getting like this development speed ramping up now and we will finally see a finished game at some point. Do you think, well, after 7 years and still not a big, somewhat of a finished game, so who knows what we will see in 14 or 21 years. Maybe the developer also had to start from scratch pretty much when he left the original company. I don't know, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this game. Did you pledge in the original project? Then also, as I mentioned, check out the Steam forums and keep or note down somewhere that you have to contact the developer to get your Steam key at some point. This demo, of course, can be downloaded for free. You'll find the link for that in the video description as well. I thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.